White flag raised, and they're off in the final grade 1 of the festival, the AES champion 4-year-old hurdle over 2 miles and 9 flights, and it's French Maid, the filly, just leading to the first flight, Fakir Duderi, a couple of lengths to Fusil Raffles, who's followed by the grey Cocoa Beach, and the back markers way back home. Just the 5 now. Suren was withdrawn between races. Fakir Duderi and Derek O'Connor going along matching strides with French Maid and Paul Townend, stretching on 3 lengths in front of Fusil Raffles and Daryl Jacob. Alongside is Cocoa Beach and Davy Russell with the back marker way back home and Robbie Parr. Up the hill they go to the second flight, and Fakir Duderi is rising a couple of lengths in front of French Maid, and in third place Fusil Raffles as they make a right-hander to flight number 3. Fourth is Cocoa Beach, 2 lengths to the back marker way back home. As Fakir Duderi has won the early exchanges and gone on, 3 lengths in front of French Maid, then Fusil Raffles. Cocoa Beach, the grey, has won behind way back home. As the quintet make the downhill run to flight number 4, about 10 furlongs from the finish in the AES champion 4-year-old hurdle. And it's Fakir Duderi with a lead now of over 4 lengths. French Maid second from Fusil Raffles. That pair have stretched on from Cocoa Beach and way back home. Over the downhill flight, the 4th, taking them into the back straight, and it's Fakir Duderi maintaining a good lead over French Maid, and in the 2 shades of green and third Fusil Raffles. Then Cocoa Beach and way back home. Down the far side they go to the next flight at the halfway stage, 5 from the finish. And it is Fakir Duderi, followed by French Maid, Fusil Raffles. Cocoa Beach joined at the back by way back home as they set their sights on the first of the 2 flights down the far side. 5 left to jump. Fakir Duderi, Derek O'Connor going along 3.5 lengths in front of French Maid and Paul Townend, racing in company with Fusil Raffles and Daryl Jacob. And then way back home and Robbie Parr, who have just relegated Cocoa Beach and Davy Russell to be last of the 5. 4 to jump and 6 furlongs to go. Fakir Duderi leads French Maid and Fusil Raffles as they jump that last flight in the back straight, and Cocoa Beach and way back home. Heading towards the 5 furlong point with 3 to jump in the AES champion 4-year-old hurdle. And out of the back they come. It is Fakir Duderi with Fusil Raffles gone second. Dropping back a place to third is French Maid, then way back home. And Cocoa Beach, 3 to jump. 4 furlongs to go. Fakir Duderi, stopped by Fusil Raffles, and then comes French Maid, way back home, and Cocoa Beach as they head for the second last. And it is Fakir Duderi with a slightly reduced advantage over Fusil Raffles. French Maid to their outside, way back home is joining in, and they've gone on a few lengths in front of Cocoa Beach, who is struggling. 3 furlongs to race and 1 flight to jump, and a good run to that final flight. And it is Fakir Duderi and Fusil Raffles round the outside, less than a length between them. Then way back home, who's moved off the rail, and then French Maid, they're clear from Cocoa Beach as they race down towards the final flight. Fakir Duderi, the white cap. From on the outside, Fusil Raffles. Up the rail is French Maid, and back in 4th place is way back home. Fusil Raffles on the near side gets to Fakir Duderi as they jump the final flight. French Maid is in 3rd, and it's Fusil Raffles getting the better of Fakir Duderi as they run up to the finish in the AES champion 4-year-old hurdle. It's been 2 brilliant last days for Nicky, Henderson, Fusil Raffles and Daryl Jacob. Score from Fakir Duderi, French Maid way back home, a long way clear from Cocoa Beach.
Well, this is a good horse. His connections have had to be patient with him, Fusil Raffles, after that injury he picked up at Kempton. But, Jane, I'm sure they'll feel it's been worthwhile watching him do that. Daryl Jacob gave him a confident ride. Full marks to Fakir Duderi after an arduous enough schedule, going to a couple of the other festivals.